Thanks for coming today, guys. I know it's chilly. So our donations today are gonna go to Amen Place Soup Kitchen, which we've done a few classes for them. So I know they appreciate it, and we kind of started our season and ended our season with them. So I like that. And I wanted you all to know that we've raised well over $1,000 for different nonprofits and charities this summer, and I appreciate you all for being a part of that. So we'll start in a comfortable seated position, whatever that means to you. Take a moment to arrive here on your mat to connect with your breath. Just feel how you're feeling today. Today we'll work on connecting with our breath. We'll do some folding and some balancing and some twisting. All of those things help us to let go of things that are no longer serving us, which is a great thing to do at any time the seasons change, and especially in the fall. There's a Rumi quote, to be like a tree and let the dead leaves fall. So just take a moment to connect with that sentiment, whatever that means to you. Feel the breath moving in and out. On your next inhale, raise the arms over the head. Exhale, palms together, hands to heart center. Press the thumbs into the heart. Take a breath here. Feel the breath go all the way down to the belly. Feel the diaphragm rise, the chest rise. And then as you exhale, emptying again, releasing. Good. Inhale, lifting the arms up overhead. And as we exhale, we'll twist to the right, dropping that right hand behind you. Left hand comes to the top of the right knee. Inhale to lengthen, rising up through the crown of the head. Exhale, twisting a little deeper if that's available to you, maybe looking over that back shoulder, peeling open that right chest. With each inhale, growing taller, and with each exhale, twisting a little deeper. We'll inhale back to center, and exhale, twisting to the other side. Inhaling to lengthen, exhale to twist. Inhale back to center, exhale, palms turn out, hands back to your sides. Good. Bring the hands to the knees or to your sides, and we'll start to bring a little mobility into the spine. So inhale as you circle forward, and exhale, arching back. That nice stirring motion, moving with the breath. And then on your next inhale, we'll change directions. Starting to even things out. Head and neck are relaxed. Good. And then finding your way back to center. Great. So let's move over onto our hands and knees from here. Remembering that our knees are stacked under our hips. Elbows and wrists stacked under the shoulders, rooting down through the fingers, evenly through the hands. As you inhale, lifting the chest and the tailbone. Oh, there's the sun. And exhale, arching the back. Inhale into your cow, dipping the belly toward the mat. Exhale for cat pose. And just move through a few of these with your own breath. Inhaling into cow and exhaling into your cat pose. Your best Halloween cat. Really arching that back, sending the center of the shoulder blades toward the sky, opening up the back of your heart. And then finding your way back to center. So we'll move into thread the needle here. As you inhale, lifting that right arm to the sky, and exhale, sending it underneath the left arm and coming down to your right cheek and shoulder. And just resting that cheek and shoulder on the mat. Maybe reaching your left arm out toward the front corner of your mat, the front edge of your mat. Or maybe you move into a bind here where you lift that left arm toward the sky and let it drop behind your back. Nobody's going for that option, huh? Oh, Christine, yeah. Take a few more breaths here. And then if you have that left arm wrapped, bring it back to the mat. Inhale your right arm back out and up toward the sky. And then exhale, right hand back to the mat. And we'll move into that on the other side. So inhale, lifting your left arm toward the sky. Exhale, letting it go underneath your right arm. Relaxing onto your left cheek and shoulder. Maybe reaching that right arm forward toward the front edge of your mat. Or lifting that right arm toward the sky and letting it drop behind your back, either resting it on the back or maybe wrapping all the way to your left thigh. Letting your body release into this gentle twist. Also a little bit of an inversion here, folding into yourself. If you have that left arm wrapped, unwind, reach it toward the sky, bring it back to the mat. On your next inhale, bring that left arm back toward the sky, and then exhale back into your tabletop position. Let's bring the big toes together, knees wide, sink your hips towards your heels as you reach your arms forward, resting your forehead on the mat, coming into your child's pose. Remember that if your forehead doesn't reach the mat here, you can stack your fists or place a block under the forehead to get a little more restorative pose. As you breathe here, feel the breath reach the front and the back of the body, the side ribs, the side waist. Feel your belly and your back expand. And then as you exhale, feel everything empty. Maybe wiggling your hips a little bit here, side to side. Maybe moving the shoulders a little bit in this pose. Whatever feels good to you, this is your practice. On your next inhale, slide forward onto your belly, bringing your hands underneath your shoulders. And we'll find our way into Cobra. So with the inhale, bringing your shoulders and elbows towards each other, shoulders come down the back, chest peels up off the mat. Good. Exhale, release. Remembering we don't have to put a lot of pressure into the hands here. We're using our back muscles to lift us up on the inhale. And exhale, release. Good. Inhale, lift, opening your heart, spreading your collarbones wide, letting go of anything that no longer serves you. Exhale, release. One more inhale here, and if you'd like, you can put a little more pressure into the hands, bringing yourself up a little bit higher into your Cobra, legs still pressing down actively into the mat. Exhale, release. Tuck your toes, press into your hands, and start to lift your hips up and back for your first downward facing dog. Pressing the hips toward the sky, reaching the heels toward the mat. It does not matter if they ever get there. Working the legs towards straight, maybe pedaling out the feet here, pressing evenly into the hands, moving the upper arms, rotating them away from each other. Find a little stillness here in your pose. Inhale, and then on your next exhale, as many steps as it takes for you to get there, come forward towards your hands. Finding your way into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rolling all the way up to stand, bringing the arms up overhead. Exhale, palms together, hands to heart center. Does everybody have blocks today? I'm going to get you some blocks, Jay, because I have a couple of things I want to try with you, so I'll just grab that. So take a few moments to bring your hands to your heart center, connect with your breath, maybe allowing the eyes to close, feeling the difference in how the air moves when we're sitting versus standing. Welcome. And we'll inhale the arms up overhead. Interlace the fingers, flip the palms toward the sky. Just feel that extension through the ribs and the arms. Take an inhale here. Exhale over to the right. Inhale to the center. Exhale to the other side. We'll go through that a couple more times. Exhaling. Inhaling to the center. Exhaling to the left. Great. Inhale back to center. Exhale, flip the palms out. Bring the hands back down to the sides. Good. Let's inhale the arms overhead, reaching up through the pinky finger side of the hand. Recognizing that as we raise the arms, the scapula and the shoulders naturally rise with them, but we can keep ourselves from shrugging up into the ears. So just as we reach up through that pinky side of the hand, letting the shoulders come away from the ears. Good. And exhale, release the hands. Great. Lift all 10 toes, spread the toes wide, and then root them back down into the mat, feeling your weight distribute evenly through all four corners of your feet. Big toe, pinky toe, both sides of the heel. Feel the muscles of your legs engage, that nice lift through your core. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Turn the palms forward. Find your mountain pose. Strong and tall and steady. Take another breath here, and then release. We'll step the feet a little bit wider, allowing the arms to hang free as we move into willow tree or knocking on the door of life. So we're rotating the body back and forth, allowing the hands to make contact with the waist. You can lift the heel as you turn. This will bring it more into the hips. Or you can keep the feet planted and allow that rotation to come from the low back. Maybe bringing one hand to tap the chest. Move that energy through our lungs. Maybe reaching over and tapping yourself on the back if you can get there. Good. And then finding your way back to your waist, back to center, back to your mountain pose. Good. Let's step to the front of our mat. We'll move into a little bit of a flow here. Ooh, I just lost my timer. Sorry. So inhaling the arms up overhead. Exhale, diving forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stepping back into your plank pose. Exhale, lowering the knees, lowering all the way down to the mat. Inhale, lifting up into your cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back for downward facing dog. Take a moment to pedal out the feet here, to reach the hips toward the sky, evenly into your hands and feet. Take another inhale here, and then exhale, step forward to meet your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rolling all the way up. Arms come up overhead. Exhale, palms together, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms up overhead, drawing in that deep breath. Exhale, folding forward, emptying, releasing. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stepping back into your plank pose. Exhale, lowering all the way down to the mat. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Great. Big inhale here. Exhale, stepping forward to meet your hands in that forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms come up overhead as you rise. Exhale, palms together, hands to heart center. One more. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant the hands. Inhale, step back into your plank. Exhale, lower the knees, lower all the way down to the mat. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale, step into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, either rolling up Or reversing that swan dive, rising, hands come up overhead. Exhale, palms together, hands to heart center. So now we'll add a little variation onto that. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step your right foot back. Lower the knee. Release the foot. You can use your blocks here to maintain the integrity of the pose. If you'd like, you can start walking your hands up to the thigh and then maybe inhaling the arms up overhead. Exhale, bring your arms into cactus arms or goddess arms. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale into your cactus arms, maybe opening the chest a little more here. Great. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, bringing your hands to your mat or the blocks as you bring that front leg to straight, pointing your toes towards your nose. Great. Good. Take another breath here. And on your next inhale, move back into your low lunge, hands on the blocks, or bringing the hands up overhead. Exhale, bring the hands to the mat. Inhale, lift your back knee and step your front foot back to meet your back foot in plank pose. Good. Exhale, lower the knees, lower all the way down to the mat. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale, stepping forward into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale to rise, whatever way feels best to you. Palms up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Look at the sun. I'm so excited. I mean, don't look directly at it, but I'm excited that the sun is out. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stepping the left foot back, releasing the knee, releasing the foot. Finding your blocks or your thigh. Maybe on the inhale you bring your arms overhead. Exhaling into your cactus arms, opening your chest toward the sun. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, lift the arms. Finding your blocks on the exhale or the mat. And straightening that front leg, pointing your toes towards your nose, hinging forward slightly at the hips, keeping the chest moving forward. So you're not rounding here. You're trying to keep that length through the spine. You all look great. Take another breath here. And then inhale back into your low lunge. Maybe bringing the arms overhead. And then exhale, bring the hands to the mat. Inhale, lift that back knee. Step your right foot back to meet your left foot. Exhale, lowering to the mat. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take an inhale here. Exhale, stepping forward to meet your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rising all the way up. Arms come overhead. Exhale, palms together, hands to heart center. So I'll say this now that I would not have said when we all first started, that downward dog eventually becomes a resting pose, right? So think back to the first week that we did this together. You never would have thought of downward dog as a rest. So we'll do a little balancing here and a little bit of a flow. Let me just take my headset off. I'll take my sweater off. So inhaling the arms up overhead. Exhaling, hands to heart center. Just take a moment here. And on our next inhale, we'll reach the arms up overhead as we step our right foot back into our crescent pose. Front knee is deeply bent, lined up over the ankle. Hips are turning in so that our pelvis is sort of squared towards the front of the mat. It's like that your inner thighs have a magnet so that they're connecting to each other. Inhale, straighten that leg and rise. Bring the arms down. Exhale, lowering down. We'll inhale to rise. Exhale, lowering down. Start to bring your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, roll the shoulders back and open through the chest. On your next inhale, start to lean forward over that front thigh. Great. Keeping that chest up and moving forward. Beautiful. Inhale to rise. Release the hands. Good. Inhale the arms up overhead. Pivot that back foot so that your toes face the long edge of the mat. Bring your arms out long by your sides. Look out over your front middle finger. Warrior two. And remember the difference here with the knee is that instead of moving forward, it's sort of tracking out towards the pinky toe side of the foot. Great. Inhale, flip that front palm, bring it up over the head, stretching through the side body for your reverse warrior. Exhale back into warrior two. Inhale, bring your front forearm to the front thigh and reach that back arm over your head, palm facing the ground. Maybe opening the chest a little bit for side angle. Inhale here. Exhale, warrior two. Take an inhale in your warrior two in this strong pose. And then as you exhale, cartwheel the hands back to the ground. Step back into your plank pose. Lower the knees. Lower down to the mat. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take an inhale here. Exhale, step forward towards your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Good. Exhale, hands come down to the sides. So now we'll move into that on the other side, so I'll turn this way so I still face you guys. Inhale the arms up overhead and step that left foot back so that the right knee is deeply bent in your crescent pose. Good. Inhale, straighten the knee and rise. Woo. Exhale, lowering into your crescent. Inhale, rise. Exhale, crescent, maybe giving yourself a little back bend here. Inhale, rise. Exhale, crescent pose. Let's turn those back toes so they face the long edge of the mat, spreading the arms out wide. Now moving that right knee towards the pinky toe edge of the foot, looking out over that right middle finger. Inhale, flipping the palm, reaching it over so that you're moving into your reverse warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, right forearm to right knee, reaching the left arm overhead. Side angle. Inhale here. Exhale, warrior two. Full breath here, and on the exhale, cartwheeling the hands down to the mat, stepping back into your plank, lowering down on the exhale. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale here in your rest pose, and exhale, stepping the hands, or the feet to the hands into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale to rise. So we're going to kind of go through that one more time. I want you to have your block nearby, though, for this one, because we're going to do a little variation and move into a little balance. So, and this one is hard for me, too. So you'll see that, I may be a little wobbly as well. So we'll inhale the arms up overhead. What? That's fine. We'll do some different variations. Step that right leg back so the left knee is deeply bent and you're in your crescent pose. Take a moment here, really reaching through those arms, spreading your collarbones wide. Exhale into your cactus arms. Inhale the arms up. Turn that back foot so that it faces the long edge of your mat. Arms come out wide in your warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale into your side angle. Take your block and bring it to the inside of that foot. So that now in side angle, instead of resting the forearm on your leg, you're reaching down for that block, and it can be on whatever height you need it. Good. Inhale here. Exhale back into warrior two. Now, here comes the fun part. You're going to start leaning forward here in your warrior two. Find your hand and your block about 8 to 12 inches in front of your foot. So wherever in this area that you can comfortably reach. And start to lift your back leg into half moon. If you don't want to lift the leg, you can definitely just come up onto the tiptoes here and open up through the chest. See if you can, see if you can put your weight into that block and that foot evenly and reach evenly through your other hand and your leg. Beautiful. Awesome. And then on your inhale, bend that front knee, drop that back leg, coming back into warrior two. Okay? Good? Was great. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, cartwheeling the hands down. Inhale, step back into your plank. Lower down to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale, step the hands to meet, feet to meet your hands. I can't talk today. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way up to rise. Exhale, palms together, hands to heart center. So now you know what we're doing. We'll do it on the other side. So inhaling the arms up overhead and stepping the left leg back. So the right knee is deeply bent in your crescent pose, really reaching through those arms, hugging the front ribs in. Exhale into your cactus arms, opening the chest. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale into your warrior two. Remembering that the heel of your front foot is lined up with the arch of your back foot. Good. Slight external rotation of the front thigh. Inhale into your reverse warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, bringing the forearm to the thigh and reaching overhead for your side angle. Now, if you would like to, we'll move into that side angle variation where you bring the block to the inside of your foot and reach down with that front hand, still making that long angle with the other hand from the outside of the left foot through the left fingertips. Inhale here. Exhale, warrior two. Now, taking your block, moving it to the pinky toe side of your right foot, about a foot in front. Start to shift your weight into your right foot and your right hand as you lift your back foot and your back hand. Remembering our trick to find something that's not moving and focus on that as you reach long through that foot and the hand for half moon. You can also keep your hand on your waist here if that feels better to you. Great. And then back into warrior two. That was awesome. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Let's cartwheel the arms back down, stepping back into plank, lowering down to the mat. And let's just stay here for a minute. Maybe turn the head to one side, maybe wiggling your hips a little bit. That was some good work, guys. Maybe bending the knees and windshield wipering the legs. Now run your arms along your sides with your thumbs down toward the mat. And we'll inhale to lift the upper body here. So inhale, reaching out through the fingertips, peeling the chest off the mat, shoulders and elbows moving towards each other. Exhale, release. Inhale to lift. Exhale, release. One more time. Now lift. Exhale, release. And now we'll lift the lower body a couple times. So just keeping the upper body relaxed on the mat. Inhale, lifting the legs. Good. Exhale, release. Inhale to lift. Exhale, release. One more time, just the legs. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. And this time, let's see if we can coordinate that and do both. So inhale, lifting both the upper body and the lower body, really reaching long through the fingers and the toes for locust pose. Allowing the breath to rock you back and forth on your mat a little bit. And exhale, release. Good. If you'd like to take this a little deeper and move into bow, you can bend your knees here, reach back for your feet. And on the inhale, kick your feet into your hands. So do one leg, that's great. Do one leg. And lift, good. Reaching long through the chest, remembering this is about lengthening and not about height. Feel that gentle rocking with the breath, and exhale, release. Good. Okay? Let's bring the hands under the shoulders. Inhale into cobra. And then exhale back into your child's pose. So big toes together, knees wide, hips sinking to the heels. Arms reaching out in front of you, forehead to the mat. If that's too much for your shoulders, you can run your arms along your sides so that your hands are reaching backwards. And just take a moment to rest here. Maybe giving your forehead a little massage. Inhale, lifting the gaze, looking ahead of you. And then walking your hands over to the right. And exhale, releasing over to the right. So you're getting a side body stretch to the left side of the body. Inhale, lifting the gaze. Walking the hands over to the left. And exhale, releasing. Inhale, lifting the gaze, coming back through the middle one more time. Giving yourself a nice long stretch here. Then on your next inhale, pushing yourself up to a seat. And let's stay, if you can, seated on the knees. Remembering that if your knees are sensitive, you can take a block or two blocks and put them kind of under your sit bone so that you take the pressure off the knees. Good. So we'll stay here for just a moment, resting the hands on the legs. And then start to open the chest. So we'll inhale the arms up overhead and exhale into our cactus arms. Good. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale into cactus arms. Inhale the arms up overhead. And then on this exhale, see if you can just walk the hands behind you with your fingers facing the back of your space. And you can do it from there, Christine, that's great. And then rolling the shoulders back, opening up through the chest. And then as you inhale, walking up one hand at a time, coming back to that seat. Good. Then we'll find our way, removing the block if you have it, moving back into our cross-legged seat. Did the block help for you? Yeah? So let's take a moment to move back through this. Let's move through our twist one more time. So we'll inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, dropping over to the right. Inhale to lengthen, and exhale, twist, maybe looking over that back shoulder. Inhale back to center, and exhale, twisting to the left. Inhaling to lengthen, exhaling to twist, and just peel that chest open, that left shoulder open like you're peeling away layers. Inhale back to center, arms come up overhead, exhale, palms together, hands to heart center. Good. Let's bring the soles of our feet together. So we've done a couple variations of this pose, remembering that as we have the feet closer, we work into the inside of the thighs, and as we have the feet further away, we work into the outside of the thighs. So whatever's more comfortable for you here, just knowing that the pose changes a little bit as we move, but you'll still get all the benefits. So inhale, lifting the chest high, and then exhale, keeping the spine long, folding over. So reaching out through that crown of the head. Inhale, let the breath bring you back up to a seat. This time, inhale, lifting the arms up overhead, and exhale, just allowing yourself to round and fold over the legs. Feeling your body rise and fall with each breath. Forward folds are a great way to move inward. We've opened the chest, we've kind of shined our light and our love out into the world, so this is an opportunity for us to move back in and open up the back of the heart, which is where we receive love. Also very important. As you inhale, feel yourself rise back to a seat, and exhale, bring the legs out long in front of you. Good. So inhale the arms up overhead, and exhale, folding forward over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, fold. Feeling yourself again, lengthening through the crown of the head and neck are relaxed. If this is a lot on your low back, sometimes it helps to elevate the hips on a towel or fold your mat. Inhale, walking your hands up the legs, rolling up one vertebra at a time like we did with our standing forward folds. Arms come up overhead. Exhale, palms together, hands to heart center. Good. Let's bring the right foot to the left inner thigh, bringing that left thigh out at a little bit of an angle. We'll inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, folding forward. And again, just allowing your spine to round in this one and relaxing the head and neck, maybe shaking the head yes and no. Inhale to rise, bringing the arms up overhead. And on this exhale, let's lean over that extended leg. And you can stay here, or if you can reach the toes with that right hand, try to see if you can reach for the outside of the foot, and then grab the inside of the foot with your left hand, so your arms are kind of crossed over you like this. Yeah, good. And see if you can peel that right chest open. You're getting a little bit of a twist here too. And then inhale, unwinding and rising back to the center. Exhale, both legs come out. Plant the hands next to the waist. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Reaching out through those feet as if you're standing on them. Finding your staff pose, which is sort of our seated equivalent of the mountain pose, where we're tall and strong and steady. Every muscle engaged here. And exhale, release. Let's bring the left foot into the right inner thigh, moving that right leg out at a little bit of an angle. Inhale the arms up overhead, and exhale, folding forward. Just releasing into this forward fold. Surrendering to the pose. Moving into yourself. Inhale, rising back through the center, and then exhaling over the extended leg. Remembering that same pattern we found with the hands, if you want to go deep. So on this one, the right hand would find the inside of the foot and the left hand the outside of the foot. And then inhaling back to center, exhaling, legs come out straight. Find that staff pose again. Everything's engaged here. And then exhale as you make your way onto your back. Inhale, hugging your knees into your chest, giving yourself a little rock in the low back. Good. And then plant the feet as close to your hips as you can. So maybe you can brush the backs of your heels with your fingertips. If not, that's okay. And we'll move into some bridge variations here. So for our first variation, we'll do the bridge flow where we raise our arms over our heads while we lift our hips. So as you inhale, pressing into the feet, lifting the hips, bringing the arms up overhead. And then exhale, lowering the arms, lowering down one vertebra at a time. So let's move through that a couple more times. Inhale, pressing into the feet, lifting the hips, arms come up overhead. Exhale, lowering down one vertebra at a time, hands and hips find the mat. Good. Move through that a couple more times with your own breath. Great. And then finding your way back down to the mat on the next exhale. So this is going to be a little more challenging variation. You're welcome to use a block and do this from supported bridge if you'd like to. What we're going to do is press into the feet, lift the hips, walk the shoulders towards each other if you're in full bridge, interlacing the fingers, moving the hands towards the heels. And then as you lift your hips up, lift your right knee and see if you can extend that right leg. And then exhale, lower that leg, lower all the way down to the mat. Great. Maybe windshield wiper the legs a little bit. And then finding your way back to center, pressing into the feet, lifting the hips, walking the shoulders towards each other, interlacing the fingers. And then lifting that left knee and extending that left leg. Good. Exhale, lower. And lower all the way down. So let's do that one more time on each side. So inhale, lifting, maybe finding that interlace of the hands, lifting the right knee, lifting that foot toward the sky, active like you're standing on it. Exhale, lowering the foot, and then lowering all the way down to the mat. Inhale, lifting, maybe finding that interlace of the fingers, lifting that left knee, left foot to the sky. Exhale, lowering down. Beautiful. Hug your knees back into your chest. Give yourself a little rock back and forth. Inhale the right knee in, send the left leg out long. Bend the left knee, plant the left foot onto the mat, and inhale as you send your right foot toward the sky. And then exhale, bring your right ankle to the top of your left thigh and your knee. You can reach through the legs here, interlace your fingers around the back of the left thigh, or you can stay with your left foot on the mat if that feels better to you. So you're bringing that left thigh towards you as you move the right knee away. For reclined pigeon, you can find a little rock here if that feels good to you. Inhale here, and then exhale, bring both feet to the mat. Inhale the right knee in, the left knee in, send the right leg out long on the mat. Maybe finding a little movement in the left hip and knee. Bending the right knee, planting the right foot on the mat, send the left foot up toward the sky. And then as you exhale, crossing the left ankle over the right knee and staying here, or reaching hands through, interlacing around the back of the right thigh, moving the right thigh towards you as the left knee moves away. And again, you can move the ankles here if you'd like to. You can wiggle your toes. You can find a little movement with the back. Keeping the feet active can help protect the knees in this pose. And take another inhale here, and as you exhale, bring both feet to the mat. So inhale both knees into the chest. Send the arms out wide and drop your knees over to the right. Right hand can come to the top of the left knee. Gaze can be up or over either shoulder. Over the left shoulder for a little deeper variation of this twist, and over the right shoulder for a little more restorative version. On your next inhale, extend your bottom leg long. So keeping that top leg bent, extend the bottom leg long, and feel the difference in the twist. Keeping that left shoulder heavy. Now see if you can bend that bottom knee. So you're bending your right knee and reaching down with your left hand. See if you can take hold of your right foot. So the top knee is bent, the bottom knee is bent, and you're reaching for the foot with the left hand. And gaze again can be over either shoulder or up at the sky for cat pulling its tail pose. If you have the foot here, on your next inhale, release the foot and start to make your way back to center. Give yourself a little rock here. Bring the arms out wide, and then allow your legs to drop to the left. Left hand can come to the top of the right knee, or arms can stay out wide. Gaze can be up or over either shoulder. Just enjoying this unwinding, this releasing, this twist. On your next inhale, start to straighten that bottom leg. Feeling the difference there, keeping that right shoulder heavy. And if you'd like to move into that variation on this side, you'll bend that bottom knee. So bending the left leg, reaching down with your right hand for the left foot. Finding the gaze where it feels most comfortable for you, trying to keep that right shoulder heavy. If this is not working for you, whatever variation of the twist you prefer is fine. Taking another breath here, and then releasing that bottom leg and inhaling all the way back to center, hugging the knees in, taking a little rock here. And let's rock and roll here. So in your ball, you're going to rock back and forth. See if you can rock your way back up to a seated position. I wanted to do just a quick breathing practice with you guys that can be really useful during the change of season and allergy and cold season, and just for general kind of anxiety and insomnia and stuff. Has anybody ever done alternate nostril breathing before? Okay. So in yoga and Ayurveda, there's this, they study how like each nostril has like a dominant time of day kind of, and it relates to like balancing the right and left side of your brain. So it can really help with things like anxiety and insomnia and stuff like that. It's pretty easy to learn. It can be done in just a few minutes, like when you need it. So I just wanted to show you guys. We'll go through a few cycles together, and then if it's something you like, great, you've got another tool in your toolbox. So rest your left hand on your lap, and you can sit in whatever position is comfortable for you, just with a nice long spine. And bring your right hand up you're going to use these two fingers. So you can either just do this, or if you'd like to, so let's start with this. We'll just use the thumb and the index finger. So you'll just fold your other fingers in for now. So take a deep breath in and out. And then another breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. One more breath in through the nose, out through the nose. And then on your next breath, you're going to press your index finger against your left nostril. So kind of plugging that left nostril just really gently. Inhale through your right nostril. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cover the right nostril with your thumb. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Open the left nostril. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Inhale through the left. Plug the left. Open the right. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Plug the right. Exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Plug the left. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Plug the right. Exhale through the left. One more time. Inhale through the left. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Exhale through the left. And then release your hand. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, release. Good. So it's a little different, but it can be a great tool to have for when you're feeling, not quite yourself. So let's move back onto our backs again, just for a brief relaxation. So let's start here and then roll down one vertebra at a time onto the back. Maybe finding one hand on your belly, one hand in the heart, on your heart, or moving into a more traditional Shavasana with the legs wide, the arms wide, palms up to the sky. And we'll just take a few moments here to appreciate all the time that we've spent together over these last several weeks, and all the development of this practice and the tools that you have that you can bring with you out into the world. This is your practice. It's been our practice, but it's really, truly yours, and it's something that you will always have. Just take a moment to connect to your breath, to feel the breeze on your skin, the sun on your skin, to feel supported by the mat, by the ground, by the earth. Find yourself in that stillness and peace, knowing that all you have left to do now is relax. Knowing that even in stillness, we're always moving. That we don't have to be pushing ourselves or actively working towards something, that we're always making our way. Just allow yourself to sink into this sense of deep relaxation and support and peace, knowing that you can come back to here whenever you need to, that this place and this feeling is inside of you. I want to share with you a brief poem by Maggie Smith from her new book, Keep Moving. Do not turn away joy, even if it arrives at an inconvenient time, even if you think you should be grieving, even if you think it's too soon. Joy is always on time. keep moving. So as you keep moving through your day, through your season, through your life, remember to always let joy in, to let go of grudges, to forgive yourself, to love yourself as you are. And we'll connect with our intentions for our practice and with our mantras that we've practiced. And I'd like you to say to yourself, may I be happy, may I be healthy, may I feel safe, may I be free. And as you wish that for yourself, know that not only are you wishing it for yourself, but it's something that extends to the rest of the world. So with your next breath, think, may all beings be happy, may all beings be healthy, may all beings feel safe, may all know freedom. On your next breath, start to wiggle your fingers and toes, bringing movement back into your body. Maybe starting to rock your hips side to side or turn your head side to side. And when you're ready, turning over onto your side, taking a moment in the fetal position, taking a moment to feel safe, to feel healthy, to feel happy, to feel free. And when you're ready, pushing yourself up to the feet in whatever way it works for you to get there. And we'll finish where we started, in that seated position. Thank you for joining me today and for this whole beautiful season that we've had together. And just remember that, like I said, this is your practice. So it's something that you will have even when we cannot be together. So we'll inhale, arms up overhead, exhale, palms together, hands to heart center. The teacher in me honors the student in you, and the student in me honors the teacher in you. Inhaling the thumbs to the forehead, maybe giving yourself a little massage here. And then exhale, releasing the palms to feel your practice. Thank you so much, and I'll see you again soon.